Yo, what's your name, man? Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton, and there's a million things I haven't done, but just you wait. That's how I feel about this story we're about to tell. A story of courage, of defiance, of revolutionary spirit that burned bright in the heart of the American fight for freedom. Step into the untold stories of women's roles during the American Revolution. This isn't just about the battles fought on open fields, but the battles fought in the shadows, in homes, in the hearts of women who dared to challenge the very fabric of their time. This video shines a light on the courageous women who played essential roles in the fight for independence. Spies, soldiers, writers, and revolutionaries who defied expectations and shaped history. Buckle up, because we're about to take you on a journey through the lives of the unsung heroines of the American Revolution. Their stories will move you, inspire you, and remind you that the pen is mightier than the sword, especially when it's wielded by a woman on a mission. Picture this. The year is 1782. The fight for freedom is raging, muskets blaze, drums beat a rhythm of defiance. But amidst the chaos, one soldier stands apart, a secret burning beneath her uniform. Her name? Deborah Sampson. Deborah wasn't just any soldier. She was a woman disguised as a man, her heart pounding with the dual rhythm of patriotism and fear. See, for Deborah, the battlefield wasn't just a place to fight for her country, it was a stage to challenge the very notion of what a woman could be. Imagine the courage it took, the sheer audacity to defy societal norms, to trade her petticoat for breeches, her needle for a musket. But Deborah was no ordinary woman. She yearned for the battlefield, her spirit resonating with the call to arms. So, she transformed herself into Robert Shirtleff, a name that would become synonymous with bravery and sacrifice. Imagine her binding her chest, hiding her true identity beneath layers of clothing and determination. Think about the physical demands of war, the grueling marches, the deafening roar of cannons, the ever-present threat of death. Deborah endured it all, her secret a precious burden she carried with every step. She fought alongside men, her true gender unknown, her courage unwavering. Wounded in battle, she refused medical attention, terrified her secret would be revealed. Can you imagine the pain she endured, the fear that gnawed at her? But fate, it seems, had other plans. Her true identity was eventually discovered, not on the battlefield amidst the smoke and fire, but in a sickbed, her body ravaged by fever. Yet instead of condemnation, Deborah found admiration. Her fellow soldiers, initially shocked, were awed by her courage. They recognized her bravery, her unwavering commitment to the cause. She became a symbol of female strength, proving that the heart of a warrior beat strong within her. Deborah Sampson, the soldier in disguise, returned from war a hero, her story etched in the annals of American history. Her legacy reminds us that courage knows no gender, that bravery can blossom in the most unexpected places, and that the fight for freedom is fought on many fronts, both seen and unseen. The battle for intelligence was as crucial as any fought on the open battlefield, a clandestine war waged in whispers and shadows. And in this world of intrigue and danger, one woman emerged as a beacon of courage and cunning, Anna Strong. Imagine, if you will, Setauket, Long Island, a hotbed of secrets during the Revolution. It was here that Anna Strong, a seemingly ordinary woman, played an extraordinary role. She was the unseen force, the whisper in the night, the secret weapon of the Culper spy ring. Formed by George Washington himself, the Culper ring was a network of spies operating behind enemy lines, gathering intel that would prove crucial to the American cause. And at the heart of this network stood Anna, her courage tested time and again. Think about the risks she took, the dangers she faced. One wrong move, one whisper overheard, could have meant capture, imprisonment, even death. But Anna, undeterred, embraced her role with unwavering commitment. Her weapon of choice wasn't a musket or a cannon, but her wit, her charm, and her ability to blend seamlessly into her surroundings. She used coded messages, invisible ink, and secret signals, her mind a labyrinth of vital information. Perhaps the most iconic symbol of Anna's bravery was the clothesline, a seemingly innocuous part of everyday life that she transformed into a tool of espionage. Imagine her hanging laundry, each piece strategically placed, a coded message for her fellow spies. A black petticoat might signal the arrival of a British ship. A white handkerchief could indicate a planned troop movement. The clothesline became her canvas, her code, her silent language of defiance. Anna's story is a testament to the power of women in espionage, their ability to navigate the shadows, to gather information, and to outwit the enemy. Her legacy reminds us that courage comes in many forms, and that even the most ordinary objects can become tools of resistance in the hands of a skilled and determined individual. Chapter 3. Lydia Darragh, A Heroine's Whisper. The year is 1777, the British occupy Philadelphia, casting a long shadow over the city. But even in the darkest of times, the flame of rebellion flickered, fueled by the courage of ordinary citizens turned extraordinary heroes. One such hero was Lydia Darragh, a Quaker woman whose quiet demeanor belied a heart of steel. Lydia's home became a hub for British officers, their conversations echoing with plans and strategies. Little did they know, their words were falling on the keen ears of a woman who would risk everything for her country. Imagine Lydia, sitting in her own home, pretending to tend to her chores, while her mind raced, memorizing every word, every detail, every whisper of British strategy. Her home, once a sanctuary, had transformed into a battleground of wits. Driven by an unwavering sense of patriotism, Lydia knew she had to act. She couldn't stand idly by while the fate of her nation hung in the balance. But how could a seemingly powerless woman, living under the watchful eyes of the enemy, possibly make a difference? The answer lay in a daring plan, a plan that required nerves of steel and a heart filled with unwavering courage. Lydia would become a courier, a secret messenger, carrying vital information from the heart of the occupied city to the waiting hands of the Continental Army. Imagine her scribbling down the British plans, her hand trembling with a mix of fear and determination. Picture her hiding the message, tucking it away in her cloak, her heart pounding with each step she took closer to the enemy lines. The journey was fraught with danger, every shadow a potential threat, every encounter a test of her resolve. But Lydia pressed on, her love for her country fueling her every step. Her bravery paid off. The information she delivered proved crucial, allowing the Continental Army to anticipate and thwart a surprise British attack. Lydia Darragh, the unassuming Quaker woman, had become a silent hero, her courage shaping the course of history. Chapter 4. Abigail Adams, A Pen Mightier Than a Sword. Behind every great man, it is said, stands a great woman. But Abigail Adams was more than just a wife, more than just a first lady. She was a force of nature, a woman of intellect and conviction, whose words ignited the flames of change during the American Revolution. Imagine a woman who dared to challenge the very foundations of a society built on the subjugation of her gender. Abigail Adams, wife of John Adams, second President of the United States, was that woman. Her letters, filled with wit, wisdom, and an unwavering belief in the equality of all, serve as a testament to her revolutionary spirit. While her husband fought for independence on the political battleground, Abigail waged her own revolution at home, her weapon of choice. The pen. Her letters weren't merely personal correspondences, they were battle cries for women's rights, for education, for a society that recognized the inherent worth of every individual regardless of gender. Remember the ladies, she famously implored her husband as he drafted the Declaration of Independence. These weren't just empty words, they were a call to action, a demand for recognition, a plea for a future where women would no longer be relegated to the shadows of society. Abigail's vision extended beyond the battlefield. She understood that true freedom encompassed more than just political independence. It required a fundamental shift in societal norms, a dismantling of the patriarchal structures that had long held women captive. Her letters weren't just about politics, though. They painted vivid pictures of life during wartime, the anxieties, the hopes, the fears that gripped a nation on the brink of transformation. They offered a glimpse into the heart and mind of a woman who was both witness to and participant in one of the most pivotal moments in history. Abigail Adams, the woman who dared to remember the ladies, left an indelible mark on the American Revolution. Her legacy reminds us that true revolutions are fought on multiple fronts, that the pen can indeed be mightier than the sword, and that the fight for equality is a battle that must be waged relentlessly, generation after generation. Chapter 5. The Fabric of Rebellion, Women Supporting the War Effort. The American Revolution wasn't just fought on battlefields with muskets and cannons, it was a collective effort, a symphony of courage played out in homes, farms, and communities across the nascent nation. And at the heart of this symphony were the women, their contributions often overlooked, yet essential to the fight for freedom. Imagine a young woman, her nimble fingers working tirelessly, sewing uniforms for her brothers, fathers, and sons marching off to war. Each stitch a prayer, each button a symbol of her unwavering belief in their cause. Picture another woman, her face etched with worry, tending to her farm, her hands calloused, her spirit unyielding. With the men away, it fell upon her to ensure the survival of her family, her community, her nation. Think of the women who transformed their homes into makeshift hospitals, their hearts heavy with compassion, their hands gentle as they tended to the wounded, offering comfort and care amidst the chaos of war. These women, often unnamed, their stories lost to the passage of time, were the unsung heroes of the American Revolution. They were the backbone of the war effort, their contributions as diverse as they were vital. Some women took charge of businesses, keeping the economy afloat while their husbands fought for their country's future. Others organized fundraising drives, collecting food, clothing, and supplies for the Continental Army. Still others took on the dangerous role of couriers, carrying messages and information across enemy lines. Their contributions weren't always glamorous or celebrated, but they were essential. They were the threads that held the fabric of rebellion together, the silent force that kept the spirit of resistance alive. The American Revolution would not have been possible without the tireless efforts of these women. They were the silent warriors, the unsung heroes, the embodiment of resilience, sacrifice, and unwavering patriotism. Their legacy reminds us that revolutions are won not just on battlefields, but in the hearts and homes of ordinary people willing to sacrifice everything for a better tomorrow. As we've journeyed through the lives of these remarkable women, we've witnessed their unwavering spirit, their sacrifices, their triumphs. This video brings to life the resilience, sacrifice, and contributions of the women who helped forge a new nation. They may not have all wielded swords or commanded armies, but their courage echoed through the halls of history, their actions shaping the very destiny of a nation. Remember their names, their stories, their unwavering belief in a better tomorrow. Let their legacy inspire you to fight for what you believe in, to challenge the status quo, and to never underestimate the power of a single voice, a single act of courage, to change the world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories from history. And just like Hamilton, these women remind us that even amidst the chaos and uncertainty, even when the odds seem stacked against us, there's a million things we haven't done. But just you wait, the revolution continues.